What's up, guys? It's Music with Mason here. I'm currently with the one and only band Emperors and Angels. How are y'all doing today?
Good, man.
We're good.
Doing good.
Based out of Peoria, Illinois. Oh, I'm sorry. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fabulous, man. We just had some of that salsa, local salsa.
Oh man, it was really
yes,
good.
delicious. Is it Jose's?
We're gonna rep the salsa. It's so good.
We need an endorsement, if possible.
Lobos?
Lobos!
Yeah!
Endorsements, please.
So you guys are based out of Peoria. And is this your first time here at Davenport?
In
Is this
In this venue?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. How do you guys like it so far?
It's a beautiful little town for sure.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's pretty.
yeah!
It's good.
And
Yeah.
the salsa's changing our
fabulous.
lives.
The venue's cool so far. Everybody's been really nice.
All right. So you guys are currently here to play alongside Alborn, Mercury's Crown, and The Discrepancies. So just to get started, what is Curtain Call Records?
You're asking the wrong man.
Goodness.
That's Matt. This guy.
Well, that's cool. No, absolutely. Hey, we're not currently on Curtain Call Records.
Okay.
And that has nothing to do or against Curtain Call Records. I think they do an amazing job.
Yeah,
they do. We are so independent ourselves that we've kind of just built this thing, and we're like, you know what? Let's see what we can do with it. You know, without having those strings.
Right.
They were part of the kickstart, and they did a lot for us.
Yeah.
And in some levels, we still
interact,
but we're kind of
They
doing
will
our own thing.
support us for sure.
Yeah, they definitely support us for sure.
Fantastic label.
All right. And I wanted to mention your merchandise, the baseball jerseys. What was the inspiration behind the baseball jerseys?
Well,
Baseball season, right?
baseball's coming in hot.
It is.
So,
Go Cubs. Go Cubs.
we're split. St. Louis Cardinals all the way.
I'm the only Cub fan, so it's fine.
And we got a Cub fan here.
That's fine though.
It's all right. You got to have
Both
a
teams. We're gonna
misfit
cheer
kid
both
somewhere.
teams on. It's fine.
Merchandising. It's all
all
about
the
merchandising.
Merchandising.
Plus, it's something different we don't have in our repertoire, right? Like, we have hoodies and hats and T-shirts.
Yeah,
and Summertime, we have cool tanks for girls. I mean, we have all that stuff, but, like, it's, spring training's coming up. It's
Oh,
time.
man, I'm so ready for some baseball,
Maybe we do football jerseys next year. That would
After
be
the
really
Chiefs
cool.
win the Super
It's a
Bowl
good
first.
idea.
It's a great idea.
It's just something fun.
Well, it's
Anything
sick.
With our name on it, dude. Anything with our name on
Walking
it.
advertising.
We're in.
Yeah.
We're in.
And one of your earliest shows was at a place called Cruisin's with Alborn.
Oh.
Ironically.
Yeah.
So,
That was actually the week when COVID was starting to shut everything down, and that week we just kept watching shows get canceled, and it was still going on. I was like, it's coming, and canceled like almost a day before. It was going to be us, Allborn,
said no.
and the almighty Trapped.
Yeah.
That's right. It got canceled.
Got canceled that week.
Remember. But we did do some stuff with Trapped after the fact when everything opened back up.
Yeah.
But we didn't do any. We didn't get to do that show with Alborn and Trapped though.
No,
we didn't.
that was going to be a good show. It was almost sold out, too.
And the thing about COVID season, it ruined so many bands and their tour schedules, and a bunch of stuff was closed down. So how did you guys use the time effectively when it came to COVID season? You wrote a lot of stuff.
We practiced a lot, and that was actually going to be our first show, that show with Allborn and Trapped. So that's pretty cool that we got to play with them a couple times now, but we practiced a lot. And then I think we played that summer in Indiana. That was our actual
We did
first show.
Summer Bash.
Yeah,
We
Summer
played Summer
Bash.
Bash in Indiana.
Cool place, cool people, man. They treat us good. So,
But pre-COVID
going back
too,
this year.
though. But
Pre-COVID.
So
100%
pre-COVID, so right when
for us, just because of how everything was, and everything unfortunately got shut down, things like that. we figured out something new in what we were going to do and how we were going to move forward with this band. So it's not a positive for anybody, that time by any means. But for us as a band, we really match rated.
Yeah.
We were supposed to play a big show outside with like Miles Kennedy was supposed to be there playing. COVID hit. They shut the whole thing down. Big outdoor festival. Rock 105 70X in Peoria was putting it on, and like they had promoters, and it was going to be a big outdoor show. COVID hit, and they had summer camp going on. They let that happen, but then they shut our show down. So that was going to be our first like really big national act, like getting out there in front of a big crowd, and they got shut down.
On another note, I got to see Kiss right before that, though.
Oh,
and they played in Peoria, so
did.
there's good
I
things,
was
too.
there, too. It was fabulous.
They were both.
You guys are you're really big Kiss fans, right?
Just a little bit, this
If you can
much.
see a little Kiss tattoo.
Yeah.
No, Kiss socks.
Oh, I mean, you got socks, tattoos,
Kiss on.
Kiss
So, yeah.
guitar.
Yeah.
Which is cool because this summer we actually got to play with, we co-headlined and played right before Ace Frehley.
Really?
Yeah, this summer. Yep.
Nice.
At Rock the Races in Peoria. We did that, and we got to
Wasn't
hang
very
out.
friendly either. I don't know why.
So the next night was Plush and Jackal, and they both showed up. The drummer from Jackal showed up,
Super
watched
cool
our
dude.
set. Very cool. And the girls from Plush showed up and watched our set too, and I hung out with them. And talked with them. They were really cool. They were really cool people. They were really nice.
A very specific show I wanted to point out was something called the Muncie Summer Bash in Indiana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talked about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That was
this
Summer
year.
Bash. We're there this year.
And we're headed back.
Yeah, with the Native Howl.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
Voodoo Moonshine.
Yes.
American Bombshell.
American Bombshell. I like those guys.
Oh, cool. They're on it.
Yep.
I didn't know. Awesome.
Yep.
That-
We
that
played
was-
with those guys
that
there
was the
once.
First, that was the first time.
They were really good
Yeah,
too. I
really
was
good.
very impressed by that band. They were
Yeah.
really cool.
You also showed up on a magazine called Fireworks Rock and Metal.
nice.
Do you remember that at all?
I don't.
No,
Yeah, I
I'd love to
think
have
was,
that.
I don't remember that.
That's a European magazine, correct? Yeah.
It sounds American.
No, European.
I know, but it sounds heavily American, right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But still, that's sick, right?
It is cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I know. To be
not
quite
know.
honest, I hate saying it. I wasn't aware
You're
of that.
famous in Europe, dude. You don't even know how cool you
I
are.
wasn't even
Why are
aware
we
of that.
here? Let's go to Europe.
Let's go to Europe. Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah. You also played with Saving Abel.
We did play with Saving Abel at the Castle Theater. That was a great show. That was a great show.
Yeah.
They were really
Anytime
good.
you
Very
play
nice
good
guys.
shows, right? It's always
We did play Rockfest a year ago.
2 years ago.
A year and a half
Two
ago.
years ago,
now.
year and a half
Yeah.
ago. But I'm pretty excited because we actually got asked to come back, and so we're playing Rockfest in Wisconsin this year, which is going to be awesome.
Yeah. And I'm unfamiliar with this band called Drop Six. They had a reunion show you played at, right?
They did, yes.
They're out of like Champaign area.
Yeah.
And
Paris, Illinois.
Brett and I have been in bands for years, so we played with them previously. So it was kind of a good get back together, And those guys have been around. They're not around anymore. I think they do maybe one-off shows. But it was kind of a reunion show for them, and it was just a great time.
It was
like
fun.
old
Nostalgia.
times.
It was like a nostalgia show.
Yeah.
But it was really cool. We played the Canopy Club, Champaign. Great set. It's right on the U of I campus. Great turnout. It was fun. Is that a Pringle? Did you double? Did you use barbecue and cheese? Oh my God.
Oh, snap.
Only true Pringles fans know that they have to double the
He
different
just
flavors.
taught me how. He's like, you need to try the mix. I'm like, okay, and it was incredible.
It's like it's
It's just
brand
a
new to
Pringle,
you.
but it was so good.
What is Moxie Moda?
Oh, that is Moximoda is basically our merchandise, where our merchandise comes from. We have a gentleman who,
online merchandise store.
yeah. Michael Meter.
Merchandise,
Michael
I'm
Meter.
I'm still trying to eat.
He's got 3
So
Pringles.
it's Michael Meter. Is a guy I used to work with. I used to work with, and he told us he's got a media store, and he can do merchandise online, make our own online store. And I was like, that is cool. So he put it all together.
Emperor's and Angels, the
He
shirt.
did the shirt, and then you know what I mean. And he put it all together, and it's really cool because a lot of the stuff that's sold on online we don't sell at our merchandise booth.
Yeah.
So you can get some stuff that nobody has if you order on the online store,
And
which is
you can
cool.
get- the cool thing about it too, just to add to it, is they can order whatever they want, whatever size they want. whatever colors, whatever theme they're looking for. As long as it says Emperors and Angels, it's in there.
That's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool.
And your logo was on Randy Billingsley's car.
Randy Billingsley, yeah. There's he does like dirt track, like
race car, yeah.
he put it on he put the Emperors and Angels logo on a stock car, so that was a really cool. Yeah, shout out to Randy.
Guitarist of Corrupt the Masses.
Yeah.
Killer band from Peoria also.
Yep. And he put it on there. He's
It's like
a big
stock
racer.
car races there in Peoria. They have a track there.
Dirt track.
Dirt track.
Yeah.
So he put his logo on it for us.
You also played with Luna Kai.
Yes, those are known the drummer Joey Gibbs for. We went to the same junior high together. We grew up together. He's a fabulous drummer. Reno Gums, a lead singer. Tony Otten, Phil Thrush, and what's Jared?
Luna Kai.
I mean, they're
we
good.
love
They're
them.
all good. They put out we did a few shows with those guys. They're working on a brand new album right now, and so look out for that.
Yeah.
That's going to be really
another
cool.
great band out of Peoria. So,
They're really good. They're a fun band. They have like an Alice in Chains vibe, but they're a little bit more edgy.
Yeah.
They're cool.
And Benjamin Trick.
Oh,
The Trick!
The Trick! Oh,
We
my
love The
gosh.
Trick.
We play with The Trick a lot at the Back Bar in Wisconsin, which is now closed down, sadly.
place.
That was like our home away. That was like our second home. We have a lot of Wisconsin fans. It's crazy. I feel like we're Shine down in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to The
That's
Trick.
good.
Those guys are
Shout
awesome.
out to Wisconsin. and The
Everybody
Trick.
loves the cowboy.
Everybody loves the cowboy.
Cowboy. That song that The Trick
fun
has.
song.
We love
I
those
miss
guys.
Wisconsin.
Aubie and those guys, they're good people.
Absolutely.
NK Music
Oh, there you go.
helped with your CDs.
Inky Music is Inky Studios is my studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a production studio. So we record there. So that's just kind of
I see you. He's waving at me.
Yeah.
Let's say hi.
that's kind of what we utilize. Like after we moved, and we didn't necessarily move away from the label, which
Yeah.
you'd mentioned Curtain Call.
Yeah.
They're still very. I guess they care about what we release, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So they'll support that. But as we mentioned before, we're doing a lot of this in-house now, and we're pretty proud that we can do that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
everything you're hearing is it's produced,
Self-produced, yeah.
self-produced. It's all done on our own, right? And we have control over what we want to do and what we want to release and how we want to release it, and as much as we want to release. It's very cool.
And it's sick.
Yeah, and we put out I don't know of any other band that puts out as much music as we do currently. We have a lot of really cool songs and a lot of new ones that no one's heard yet. So
Yeah, we got 3 albums out now, and our 4th one's going to be out in a couple months.
Spotify,
yeah.
Amazon, all the streaming stuff.
Any
we're on
streaming,
all
yeah,
that.
you can get our stuff.
And next year we're coming out with the best stuff.
Next year?
No. I keep saying we are. It's coming.
I'd have to kill you if I
Coming
told you.
hot.
What is Taxi War Dance?
Oh,
That's this guy right here.
Digging deep.
That's a band that I was in a long time ago, local in Peoria, and had some success there, and that we were out when Mudvayne was out, so before they were signed. So we were just kind of competing bands, and they're a band that made it out, and we kind of fizzled out.
Yeah.
And but towards the end of that band, Brett ended up being our drummer. So that's how we got into jamming together. And then
That was at the end. I became the drummer at the end of Taxi
Yeah,
War Dance.
yeah.
But which is really cool because I was in the band 5 days. I got the job while they were just trying out drummers and stuff. I got the job, and then my first show with Taxi War Dance was at the Madison Theater, and we co-headlined, and we played right before Seven Dust. I was only in the band for 4 days.
Yeah.
So that was a pretty cool ordeal. But Taxi was big, you know. That was a gig. It was when I was trying out for it, it was a big deal because Taxi was a really big deal during that time. And before anybody knew who Mudvayne were, Taxi was the biggest band in that town. Period. They just, Mudvayne got their ticket,
that's
right?
a lot of decades ago. That's a long time ago.
And what about the Richwood Knights?
The Richwood Knights, that's my high school. That's where I went to high school.
Yeah.
So I graduated in 1924 or something like that. I don't know. It's been a while. Yeah. From the Peoria area. That's it. Go Knights.
Yeah. Do you like monster trucks?
Absolutely. This guy's getting me. Yeah, dude. We love it. Go all the time. I'm a Bigfoot fan personally.
Yeah?
You know, I wish Bigfoot was still in Monster Jam, but he does his own thing. So, you know, they have their own circuit, but I'm actually a Bigfoot fan.
I've only been to one show, and it was in Moline, across the river.
Yep.
And I got to see Grave Reaper.
Grave
Grave Digger. That's right. Yeah.
But the Moline, that place is too small.
That's true.
Right.
It is.
You got to go to a big venue where they do all the flips and all that.
I know.
And we just went a couple weeks ago in St. Louis, so that was a good time.
What is Bela Rock the X?
Bela Rock the X. Well, probably referring to me. I'm Bela.
Your radio personality.
But it's my name though.
I know.
But yeah, I worked for a radio station down there for like 13 years. It's 105.7 The X. And I was DJ. So I started off doing like the local bands with like a Sunday night gig. And then it morphed into I was doing that plus Monday through Friday nights. So I was working 6 days a week for a long time. And then it just, I got out of it a couple years ago.
Yeah.
But, with that, I got to play bands like Discrepancies and Alborn and like all kinds of bands every Sunday.
Yeah.
And, it was a good outlet because there's not a lot of those type of radio stations that will do that. They're one of the last few that's not all programmed. Like I got to play whatever I wanted.
Right.
You can't really do that so much.
It's all iHeart now.
Yeah, to get radio play to
Yeah.
local bands that aren't signed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I
used to be at a radio station.
Did you?
Yeah. It was my college radio station. 88.1 The Point in
That's
Fort
cool.
Dodge.
Fort Dodge, okay.
Yeah, but it's been like a year since I've been on the air, but it was a great experience.
Yeah. It was fun. I was no professional. I didn't go to school for it. Because I played in bands locally, I just kind of lucked into it. And then 13 years later,
Yeah, they call him Legend, man, in town. So that's his nickname.
No, it's Bela.
Jason, I have a few questions for you. If you would be so kindly as to return to the camera.
Yeah, just doing our pre-stage stuff.
To start off, do you own Corvettes?
I own a couple, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know what year they are?
I got a 75 that's highly modified, and then I got a 98 C5 that's not as modified. More of a daily driver.
Yep. And who's Larry?
Oh, you're breaking my heart. That's my Boston Bulldog that passed away back in 2020.
I'm so sorry. I didn't.
okay.
I wasn't.
I'm not gonna cry.
I'm sorry.
All good. No, he was definitely the best dog I ever owned. But no, I got another dog named Frank, and I got Betty. Betty's a sweetheart. Frank's the asshole. But, he's my dog, so I got to deal with him. But I love him to death.
And you already mentioned you're a huge Kiss fan.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
you met them in person.
I only met Ace Frehley twice. Me and Bella met him twice. One time, Bella and me went, and we hung out in the back of the venue till like 3 a.m. to meet him. And my wife always complains, like, I've never seen you smile so big, not even on our wedding day. He's like, well, you're not Ace Frehley, so...
Yeah.
But I love you. Poor woman.
So you're a Cardinals fan.
Yup.
Could you name your 3 favorite Cardinals, dead or alive?
Well, Ozzie Smith, I grew up loving him. He was one of the greatest. Wainwright, oh my God, I love that pitcher, and it was sad to see him bow out. And number 1, Molina. I love Molina. I love to see him actually be, the manager one day, and he would be a great manager. Oh, and Pujols, it was great to see him come back. I actually went to one game where he came back for his last season. He didn't hit a home run, unfortunately, but it's fine.
He was still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw him in person. I was in the same
It
venue.
100% got you. But how did you feel seeing the band on a billboard?
Which band?
This band.
We've been on a few billboards. It's great. I love it.
You've been on a few billboards, right?
Yeah.
How do you get in touch with people to get you on a billboard?
People just have to like you. They like us. We've been on a couple of billboards in Peoria, and it's great driving around. Like, There it is. We're on the billboard. I love it. We're not on billboards in Bloomington, unfortunately.
And the digital ones.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Right? All right. Tim.
Tim did not come with us.
Tim's not here?
Timmy Bear did not come.
Timmy
Oh.
Bear's like our 5th member. He's like our Beatle. He's the 5th member of the Beatle, but he's the 5th member of Emperors and Angels. He's our buddy.
Could you possibly answer these questions about him, though?
Yes.
Oh, we got answers. Gather around, children.
Get Timmy Bear.
Okay. For starters, is Tim a huge Ninja Turtle fan?
Yes.
Oh God, yeah.
He owns a leg lamp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's ridiculous.
And do you know if he's a huge Nintendo fan?
He's a huge Nintendo fan. The original top loader NES, yes.
Does he not have a wall of just original Nintendo?
He's got the original Zapper.
He's got the Zapper for Duck Hunt.
Timmy is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah. Does he have a Mickey Mouse tattoo?
You know, I don't know if he does. Does he have a Mickey Mouse tattoo?
He does.
Timmy Bear.
On the back of his leg. The back of his leg.
He does?
I never knew that.
Wow. What else does he have that he's not telling us?
He
years, and I
does.
didn't know that.
And he smokes cigars too, right?
I know he's smokes cigars.
Timmy.
He's got a humidor. He brought the damn humidor out when we went to the back bar, and he was out there stogieing it up. He's like, it's like Flash and Pickle.
In case anyone wants to know, Timmy loves his whiskey.
He does love
If you
whiskey.
see
Timmy Bear.
buy him a shot of whiskey.
Yeah.
Is he also a D&D fan?
Yes, he likes Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, he is.
He's got a lot of dice.
That's true. He rolls it like the Monopoly guy. Do not pass go.
I have a few final questions for you guys.
Sure, man, shoot.
So, first and foremost, this is a generic bullshit question that every interview asks, but what are your favorite venues that you've currently played at so far?
Well, our top favorite was a place called in Janesville, Wisconsin, the back bar. That was like our second home. We love playing there. We miss it. Maybe one day it'll reopen. We don't know, but that was a great place.
Yep.
3300 Music Hall. That's our home in our hometown, and yeah, we love playing there. And the people treat us great. And I have nothing but kind words to say about the place. I love going there.
Yeah.
It's a great place.
Yeah.
You said current, right? I can't go past.
Well, yeah, you can go past. Like, you've been there, right?
The coolest venue I've ever played is the Whiskey in LA.
Okay.
That was probably my favorite venue to play besides playing like our hometown, like 3300. But the big venue, the nostalgia of, the Doors were signed there, and they, filmed Kickstart My Heart video for Motley Crue there. And all my idols, that's where they got their start, or they played, right? Like, to play the Whiskey, it was a big deal, it was cool. That's probably my favorite place to play that I've ever been.
And when it comes to musicians, dead or alive, if you could play with a band or a single musician, who would it be? For one final time.
Ooh. Cliff motherfucking Burton.
Cliff Burton?
Oh, God, to see him play live, that'd be a merzer.
If I could get up and sing harmonies with the Guess Who, I would absolutely love
Guess
that.
Who?
Yeah.
I mean, probably Kiss, AC/DC, Van Halen.
Or Falco.
No.
Man, Jason, who you
Rock
doing?
Me Amadeus, bro.
Rock Me Amadeus? Oh, my God. Man, that's tough, man, because I wouldn't even know. I would probably say Neil Peart from Rush. I would probably say Rush.
Yeah?
Oh,
Wow. How about that?
That would be the ultimate. Neil Peart is my favorite drummer of all time. So,
Yeah.
What do you get to do? Do you get to play half of his kit while he's playing the other half?
I would just get him water.
Just hand him the drumsticks.
I wouldn't even touch it. I wouldn't even know what. I wouldn't even attempt to sit down in front of him because he's Neil Peart, right? Like, I would probably pick like a cowbell spot or something, and rock a cowbell. Or I have a huge symphonic band and orchestra background, so I'd get up and play the chime bells for him during some songs. So I could play percussion, so I could back him up for some things.
Yeah.
I can read and write music, so it's fine,
Yeah.
I'm not just a dumb drummer.
I have two final questions for you guys.
Two finals.
Starting off with, what is the future for Emperors and Angels? Are we going to be seeing more tour dates, more concerts, potentially more music released, potentially more album or an EP or single?
We got an album just about to drop, probably the next couple months, give or take. And once we get the
best album
artwork
next
done.
year? The best of?
No, not the best of. This is our fourth album.
That's next year. That's next
Jason
year.
wants the best.
What's happening, man, is we're writing our
It'll be
future.
like a remake.
Yeah.
That's exactly what's happening.
Good answer.
You know, we've been together as friends, confidants, what have you, musicians for a very long time, and this is our first shot at this all together. We've been doing this for 5 years together now, and it's been a pretty cool, crazy ride.
Awesome. And do you have any tour dates scheduled? Do we know where you're going next at all?
well, next
February
Sunday.
16th.
We know we're going next
Yeah,
Sunday.
we know. Yeah, next
Lake
Sunday.
Effect, Wisconsin. We're playing with Lake Effect.
McHenry.
In
No,
McHenry,
McHenry,
Illinois.
Illinois, yeah.
But we're playing with Lake Effect
The
from
Vixen.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, so we're going up to McHenry, the Vixen, and we're headlining. No football, no problem.
Yeah. Because the Super Bowl's tomorrow, so
Yep.
no more football to watch. So you got to go rock out.
Yep. We know you're rooting for the Chiefs.
Absolutely.
Are you Kansas City born and raised?
No, my wife and her family are all from Kansas City. When I actually started watching football like 20 years ago, I was watching them around them, so that's how I kind of got into it. So, yeah.
Yeah.
The big date to mention is we were lucky to get on Rockfest again this year, and that is July, what? Is that
16th.
the 16th? So it's Friday the 16th. So that's a 4-day festival up in Wisconsin. And we play the same night as Marilyn Manson and who else?
August Burns Red.
Who's the headliner?
Five Finger Death Punch.
Five
Bunch,
Finger
right.
Death
So
Be a
In
sick
this
ass show.
moment, nothing more.
Nothing more is the headliner of our stage.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So the stage we're playing on is the Who's on Top stage, which is really cool because once the main stage is done, everybody walks the hill and just comes up and floods the Who's on Top stage. And the last time we played there, we played with Flyleaf and Ginger, Crowbot. They were really good. They were probably one of the best bands there that day.
Yeah.
But nothing more would be on the Who's on Top stage with us. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
They're huge, right? They're really great.
that's the
bands.
big one for the summer. You know, there's other
Rockfest.
ones that sprinkle in there. Yeah, Rockfest. But look us up. You know, check us online, and you'll find us, and you'll see what's going on.
For sure. 100%. For our final question for you guys, it's just a simple question here. What would you tell the young and aspiring musicians who want to be in your shoes right now and do what you love and do what they love and put on music and perform?
Practice.
Lots of practice.
Growing up, I've been playing drums since I was 8 years old. I sat in my basement, and that's what I did. If you want to do something with music, it has to be your whole. You have to make it your life. You really do. Just sit in your basement and practice. Practice.
Take a mechanics class. Take shop classes.
That's a good one.
Because being a musician isn't just driving somewhere, getting to play, you know, doing your thing. You have to be self-sufficient. You have to be intelligent. You have to be smart.
Yep.
You got to work on your own vehicle because
Yeah.
it's going to break down.
The gig band will get a flat. It'll, you know, something will happen to it. You just learn how to use like a screwdriver and a wrench, and you'll go far. And then practice.
It's crazy to say, but it's true.
It's true.
is
It's so true.
It's so true.
Pick up a guitar.
Practice, man.
Stay off the video games. Don't do drugs, and just, you know, do your
Don't
thing.
listen to him. I played video games, but I played my drums too, though. A lot.
You can play Pac-Man and Donkey Kong, and that's all you're allowed.
You're allowed to do
Nobody
that.
plays Pac-Man anymore.
It's in the
What year do you think it
I
is?
played
So it's
Fortnite
fine.
and COD.
Super Mario's
Coming
good.
back around.
I love Super Mario.
I mean, yeah. Who
Yeah.
doesn't love
My
that?
jam.
Who doesn't love the original Mario? I mean, it's the best.
Beautiful.
So we need to get a song on Roblox. That's really
that
what-
would be sweetness.
That's
That
really
would be
what
sweet.
has to happen.
Yeah.
I want
For the
to.
longevity of this band, that's it right there. If we land a song on Roblox,
That would be big.
sky's the limit.
Yep.
Well,
Or Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll, if you're out there, man, like we want to collab. We have a song, you know, that would be perfect for a crossover. And, you know, and that would be perfect, right? Because it's just going to take one shot. Because once they hear the song, it's already good
One
enough.
song,
But then we
that's
throw Jelly Roll on top of it, it's over with.
Yep.
Then it would be really big. Then everyone would want to come and hang out with us and eat Pringles.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
Simple
Love
life.
Pringles.
just a simple life.
If Pringle wants us to endorse them, we are here. We'll talk to you anytime, 24/7, all night and all day.
all right. Well, thank you guys so much from Emperors and Angels. This is awesome. And of course, we'll see you guys in the next interview.
Absolutely.
Thanks, buddy.